There have been so many great games in 2023, and on Thursday, December 7th, we will celebrate the best of the best at the 10th Annual Game Awards, streaming live everywhere from right here at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. I'm Geoff Keighley, and it is finally time to reveal the nominees across more than 30 categories. And to help select the winners, you can vote in all categories starting now at thegameawards.com. This is going to be a very special TGA filled with new game announcements from teams around the world, and in the coming weeks we will have much more to share. But now, I am honored to get to the task at hand. Here are the nominees as selected by our voting jury for the Game Awards 2023. For Best Performance, the nominees are Ben Starr as Clive, Final Fantasy XVI, Cameron Monaghan as Cal Kestis, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba as Solomon Reed, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Melanie Liburd as Saga Anderson, Alan Wake 2, Neil Newbon as Astarion, Baldur's Gate 3, and Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Genshin Impact. In the category of Best Multiplayer, presented by Discord, Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The nominees for Best Art Direction are Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. For Best Score and Music, the nominees are Alan Wake 2, composer Petri Alanko, Baldur's Gate 3, composer Borislav Slavov, Final Fantasy XVI, composer Masayoshi Soken, Hi-Fi Rush, audio director Shuichi Kobori, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, composed by Nintendo Sound Team. The Best Audio Design nominees are Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4. Best Adaptation recognizes excellence in authentically creating shows, movies, and other creative endeavors based on video game worlds and characters. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation: Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, The Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Twisted Metal. For Best Narrative, the nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy XVI, and Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Games for Impact celebrates thought-provoking games with profound pro-social meaning. This year's nominees are A Space for the Unbound, Chance of Sonar, Goodbye Volcano High, Chia, Terra Nil, and Venba. For Best Independent Game, the nominees are Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. For Best Mobile Game, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Honkai Star Rail, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil. Best Community Support acknowledges a game for exceptional support, transparency, and responsiveness to players. The nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, and No Man's Sky. Okay, now it's time for Best Debut Indie Game, which recognizes a development team that hasn't been on the TGA stage before. In fact, these teams published their first game in 2023. The nominees are Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. For Best VR/AR Game, the nominees are Gran Turismo 7, Humanity, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village VR Mode, and Synapse. For Content Creator of the Year, the nominees are Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Wackety, Spreen, and Cypher PK. What's your most anticipated upcoming game? Remember, this has to be a game that's officially announced. The nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. Your nominees for Best Action-Adventure Game are Alan Wake 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. For Best Role-Playing Game, the jury selected Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XVI, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. In the category of Best Fighting Game, the nominees are God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6. The nominees for Best Action Game are Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, and The Crew Motorfest. International Dota 2 Championships 2023 and Valorant Champions 2023. All right, you ready? It's time for our final but who will come out on top? Well, you can help select the winners by voting now at thegameawards.com and on our Discord server. I hope you can join us live on Thursday, December 7th for the Game Awards. The TGA Orchestra will be back on this very stage, and as always, we'll pay tribute to our Game of the Year nominees. And yes, you can expect lots of news and updates on what's ahead for games in 2024 and beyond. So lock in your votes and get ready to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. We'll see you live on Thursday, December 7th.